Hello, Facebook. Hello, anyone out there today? Make sure you comment, say hello, say hi, let me know you're there. I'll pull this down really quick. I feel like I'm way too close. There we go. Hi, everybody. I'll give it just another minute or two. It is July 3rd. And I'm hopping online to give you our newsletter for this month. So all kinds of fun things going on. I'm just going to pull up Facebook really quickly. On my phone, I've got like 3 devices going right now. That's what happens when you're here getting this stuff done. Just make sure I'm live in the right place. Sometimes I'm part of so many groups. If I accidentally hit the wrong group and end up live on someone else's group, that would be my luck, right? Okay, I'm live in the right spot. Good, good, good. So I was just live on our Create and Connect group. If you are not a member of Create and Connect, let me just tell you, you should be. It is so much fun. We have 9 demonstrators who are admins on the group, 9 Stampin' Up! Demonstrators. And so the great thing is, if you're part of Create and Connect, you get to see videos. There is no selling. Obviously, we're going to let you know about Stampin' Up! Product, but we're not selling ourselves. Like, we're just giving you some information about Stampin' Up! And we're doing tons of demonstrations. So you're going to get to see how 9 other demonstrators put their cards together, use the products to make crafts and other really cool things. One of the demonstrators made this really cute gift box. So I would encourage you, definitely check out Create and Connect. I will put the link in a post as soon as this video is over. And if you're interested, join the group. We'd love to have you. Again, we're not promoting or ourselves or selling anything. It is just purely to share awesome ideas with all these great products. So I'm actually going to show you something similar to what I just did at Create and Connect here in a little bit. So again, if you're online, make sure you say hi, say hello, let us know you're there. That way, hi Carol, I hope your travels are good. If you say hi or hello, you're entered into our monthly drawing. So I still have to gather all the stuff from June. So I'm working on that this weekend and I'll do a big drawing. I've got a bunch of fun stuff to give away. P.S. If you have joined Stampin' Up, the new mini catalog, which is actually holiday themed, is now live for demonstrators to order from. So that's awesome too. If you're ever curious, demonstrators get first dibs. So it's awesome because we get to see everything about a month before we release it to the public. And so that gives us an opportunity to do some pre-orders as well. So if you're ever interested in that, I'll be getting my box here in a few days with all kinds of fun new stuff. But you can join too. You don't have to do what I do. You don't have to make videos or sell stuff. I call it our VIP club because it's a great opportunity for you to spend $99. You are joining Stampin' Up, but you get to choose $125 in product from the catalog, anything you want, anything in the current catalog, or if you join in July, anything from the new mini holiday catalog as well. You can use that as part of your $125, which is awesome. And then after that, it's 20% off or more of your orders. So as a demonstrator, you get a minimum of 20% off your order. And then you don't have to do anything else. I mean, really, you never even have to place another order after you join. I love that Stampin' Up! Does that. It means we have a lot of hobby demonstrators. And basically what that means is just a lot of people who join, sign up, become VIP, and then use the great discount, which is awesome. It's awesome to have a great discount. So if you already are part of the team, if you're a demonstrator, just know you have that access to the mini catalog right now with all the great holiday stuff. So I can't wait to see Christmas in July, but it'll be fun to be able to play with those. So do contact me if you are interested in joining and taking advantage of that $99 special. Like I said, it's $99. It gets you $125 in free product. It also, or in product of your choice. It's also, that $99 is just $99 plus tax. So you get free shipping as well. And you get a paper pumpkin box that goes with it too. So one of our previous paper pumpkin kits, which is an awesome, awesome package deal for you. So it is July. I can't believe it. It snuck up on me. I feel like the months have gone really, really slow. I don't know if anyone else has felt that way. It just feels like it's been crawling along lately. And so when July hit, I felt like it kind of snuck up on me. It actually got a little bit faster this summer. Probably because we're not trying to do school every day. Hi, Jennifer. I'm so glad you're online today. Good to see you. So yes, so I don't know how it has been in your house. Certainly, it's been a little crazy, I think, for everybody. So we're all working through it. So some fun things about July. This month we are having an awesome purchasing special. So we don't do this all the time, which I think is super fun. It's nice to be rewarded for what you're spending. So in the month of July, any purchase that you make of $50 is going to get you $5 to spend in August. Awesome, free money. Free Stampin' Up product, right? We love that. So if you spend $50 this month, that gets you $5 in August. You'll get an email coupon to spend in August off $5 off your order. If you spend $100, that's $10 off. If you spend $150, that's $15 off. So lots of incentives there. And then this month, I also have a card kit for you. So if you spend $25 or more, you're going to get a card packet from me with 3 beautiful cards in it, all ready for you. All you have to do is put them together and stamp them, and they're so cute. And we're actually going to use the stamp set today that goes along with those cards. So you'll get a chance to see the stamp set today, and we'll kind of play with that. And I've got some more examples I'll throw up online as well here in a little bit. And also in July, we have 2 specialty card kits for sale. So we've got our Every Season card kit, and we've got our Pretty in Pink card kit. So our Every Season card kit, they're both gorgeous. They're so much fun. And you can see the preview if you scroll down on our posts. I believe I posted that July 1st. So if you just scroll down a little bit on the page, you'll see that. And then you'll see that in the email that's going out this morning, or this afternoon. Or afternoon already. So the Every Season card kit comes with everything you need to make 12 beautiful cards. You're going to do 3 cards in each of the 4 designs. So there's 4 different design cards, and essentially they're designed for every season, right? So there's a summer card, a winter card, a fall card, and a spring card. And they're using that beautiful Flowers for Every Season Designer Series paper. So I'm really trying to encourage everyone to use your paper. Use your paper. So I'm going to give you 20 sheets of that gorgeous paper. You're going to get half a pack of rhinestones. You're going to get half a pack of the Flowers for Every Season ribbon. There are 3 different ribbons in that. How cool is that? You're going to get, it's like a twine, and then a gingham ribbon, and then a beautiful white ribbon. So you get half a pack of that. Can't beat that. You're going to get your 12 card bases, your card stock that's all pre-cut, your 12 envelopes, and you're going to get step-by-step color instructions. So in the end, you're going to have everything you need to make 12 beautiful cards. So 4 different designs, 3 of each of those cards. And for that, it's $25. So $25 includes all of that. 20 sheets of designer series paper, the rhinestones, the ribbon, everything. And you know me, I pre-cut everything for you and make it super easy. So look for that special. The other one I'm running to right now is the Pretty in Pink. And I used, this one is beautiful. It's that Peony Garden Designer Series paper. So you get half a pack of paper of Peony Garden Designer Series paper. You're gonna get half a pack of our Elegant Gems, half a roll of our Gray Granite Shimmer ribbon. It's so pretty. And it's currently on back order, so I'm glad I've got a few in stock. because it's super gorgeous. We've got pre-cut card stock. You're going to get the 12 card bases, 12 white envelopes, all the step-by-step directions. So you're going to get a ton of stuff to go with that as well. And that pairs with the Butterfly Gala stamp set. So it's $25, and then you can add on the stamp sets if you like for both of those. And just so you know, it's for a limited time, so I have to know. Orders are due by July 8th. So if you are interested in that, please let me know right away. And definitely check back on the Facebook page for those, because those are gorgeous and I don't want you to miss out. So fun kits this month. So 2 kits, $25 for each kit. You make 12 beautiful cards with our new gorgeous designer series paper. So that is our card special this month. Again, we're also having that $25 if you place an order, or 3 cards if you place an order of $25 or more. And then lastly, we have, and I feel bad, we have pushed bingo off like 5 times. I feel like I had COVID. So we were going to have a live. And if you know anything in Arizona, what's going on right now is we have basically had another outbreak, and we are starting to see the numbers spike, and it's just not recommended to be in groups right now again. And I get that. I want to keep my family safe, and I certainly want to keep your family safe too. So we are going to transition bingo to online only. In order to do that, I have to change the date. We're just never going to make it happen by July 10th. So we're going to push that back. I believe July 27th is the date I have listed. And we're going to do it completely virtual. So let me just check. No, it is not July 27th. It is July 25th. And we're going to go completely virtual, which is awesome because that means anyone can participate, right? There's no cap, there's no limit. I was going to have to limit it to a certain number in my house anyway, so now we don't even have to limit it. Everyone can join us. So be looking for that post. That's going to be in the newsletter as well. And there will be an invitation evite, but we'll have to get registrations shortly. I think by the 15th I have to have those in so that we can I can mail you all your packets, or you can do packet pickup, which won't cost anything extra. So we'll have all those ready to go, and then we'll do a Zoom call where everyone will get the link. You'll get all the directions for your cards as well. We'll do the cards. I'll do them live with you, just like I do on a Facebook Live. We'll go step by step to make our cards, and then we'll play some bingo, and you'll just wave your hands, and that'll be our signal if you win. I have a ton of prizes. I have access to all kinds. I mean, we've got all kinds of stuff. So I bought a bunch of designer paper for it. I have, I've been planning this for like 3 months now. So I've got all kinds of fun stuff I can't wait to share with you. So be looking for that post, and hopefully you're able to join us for bingo. All right, so those are the big ones. Again, that $50 Stampin' Up! Special right now where you spend $50 and get 5 more. Awesome deal. Don't miss that. And it's automatic. So when you place your order online, just make sure, and it'll say once you've got that $50, just make sure and put your correct email address in and check that, and it'll email it to you in August for that special deal. Awesome. Okay, I hope that was everything. Pretty sure I got us all caught up. I'm going to go ahead and tilt the camera down now, and we're going to play with the Best Year stamp set. So if you were just on Create and Connect, you've already kind of seen this, but that's okay. You can never see it too much, right? And we're going to play with some different paper this time, but I love this stamp set. This is one of my favorites, and I want to show you the coordinating die set that goes with it too. So let me go ahead and flip the camera here really quick, and please, as I'm flipping, forgive my mess. I went from one live to the next, and it's been kind of a busy day. So, gonna look at my desk here. I'm gonna move my laptop. Ooh, Stampin' storage, best stuff ever. If you haven't gotten yourself some of that, that is the only way I keep all my stuff together. Otherwise, it's kind of all over the place. All right, there we go. Don't forget, if you're joining us on the replay, make sure you say hi, hello, let us know you're there. That way I can get you entered into the drawing this month. So I'm going to start by just flipping through the catalog really quick to show you some of my favorite things. So, designer series paper. We're going to go ahead and look at some designer series paper today. I do want to let you know that my special for the paper share has been extended. So if you are interested in joining our paper share, it is $40. You get a quarter of every single one of our new designer series papers, a quarter pack. So basically you're going to get all of them, right? All of them. The only ones I didn't do were the in colors. But everything else, so that's 10 packs of designer series paper for $40. So if you are still interested in that, let me know, because we have extended that special as well this month. And we just have some gorgeous papers right now. I love our designer series paper. Right now, my goal this month is to use my paper. My mantra, my saying to myself has been, cut your paper. And I was thinking about, there's that book, like self-help book called Girl Wash Your Face. So I decided to change it a little bit. It's Girl Cut Your Paper, right? Girl Cut Your Paper. Because I feel like we buy all this gorgeous designer paper and then we never use it because it's so pretty. Well, it's time to use it. People want to see your beautiful paper. So that's what we're going to do today. So we're going to actually use the Artistry Blooms. And that's this gorgeous paper up here. So pretty. The catalog just doesn't do it justice because it's so much prettier than this with the ombre effect on the opposite side. And the gorgeous watercolor look to it. It's beautiful. So we're going to use that to make our card today. But do let me know if you are interested in any of our designer papers because they are gorgeous, or if you're interested in that paper share because you can't beat it. $40 and you get all the paper. Gotta love that. All right, we're going to go ahead and pull this bright, beautiful colored sheet from the Artistry Blooms designer paper. Now, I don't know if you knew this, but all of our paper actually has the coordinating colors written right on it. And you can see that in the catalog too. So if you're ever curious and you're like, well, what goes with this paper? What cardstock should I get? It'll actually tell you. So I'm going to use Melon Mambo and Daffodil Delight to go with our paper today. And the only tool we're really using, and I'm going to tilt my light down here really quick, sorry. Hopefully that'll brighten things up. There we go. The only tool we're really using today is our paper trimmer. So our nifty difty paper trimmer. You're going to need some adhesive as well, but we're going to create one of these awesome Z-fold cards. So if you were on Create and Connect, you already saw these directions, but I'll post these for everybody here too. And that way y'all have access to them. So I'm going to go ahead and start by just following my directions here. I'm going to choose a card base. I picked my designer series paper. I think that's probably the first step. Pick your designer series paper and then you can decide which colors of cardstock coordinate. You can also just use white as your base. White is pretty standard unless your your designer series paper has Very Vanilla as one of the colors, and then you can use Very Vanilla as your card base, and that's kind of our more cream colored. It's beautiful. I love to use that too. So, but this one you can see there's Whisper White in there, so you can pretty much use that or any other card base you want. I think I'm going to use our pink. I really want this card to be bold. So I chose some really bold colors. Also, this paper just lends itself to that beautiful bold color. So 8.5 by 5.5. So our paper is already 8.5 by 11. So all I'm going to do is cut this to 5.5. So essentially you're just cutting one piece of paper in half. The other thing I do when I buy cardstock is I buy it in color families. So one of the cool things that we sell is we sell all our cardstock in a pack of the color families. So this is the Brights, for instance, which is where I got that Melon Mambo. So you can see we've got all these gorgeous papers already in here ready to go for you, which is awesome. So you get 2 sheets of each color, and that's a total of 20 sheets, 10 colors. So it's a total of 20 sheets of cardstock, and that gives you a nice variety, especially when you're looking at, you know, if you're only doing a few cards. If you're doing maybe 20 or 30 of the same card, or even 10 of the same card, you're gonna want to purchase the cardstock in that color, which is awesome too, that we have that as an option. So I just wanted to show you that as an option, since that's a nice way to buy cardstock and feel like you've got a variety of colors there in one pack. I'm going to go ahead and score my card base. Now I love using my Stampin' Up! Trimmer because it has a score blade and it has a cutting blade, and you can tuck the cutting blade away. So you can tuck the cutting blade away and it's not going to touch your paper while you're scoring with it. So I love this trimmer. This is my favorite, probably my favorite tool that I own. So we're going to go ahead and score at 2 1/8 and 4 1/4. So 2 1/8 and 4 1/4. So essentially we're scoring it in halves. Now you don't have to score it, you can just fold it too, and I'll show you that when we're putting it together. The next thing on my list is designer series paper. So I picked out this gorgeous paper. Now you do want 2 different coordinating pieces of paper. You could just use one pattern on your card. I actually like to have 2 different patterns that kind of go together. So I went and looked through this pack, and you'll find that there are tons of gorgeous, I mean, this whole pack is so beautiful. But here's the one I got to go with it. So, isn't that side pretty too? They're both so pretty. I just thought this had a lot of the matching colors in it, so I'm actually going to cut both of these and use them together on the card, because they both go with that Mambo really well. They both go with Daffodil Delight really well. Just some pretty, pretty paper. So we're going to start by cutting our largest piece. So you got to decide which paper you want for your largest piece. Make a drink out of the way here. And we're going to do 4 by 5 1/4. How do I want that to lay? I think I want it to lay this way. So I'm going to go 5 1/4. Set that aside, and I'll trim this to 4. And then that will be the background on the card. So pretty. I'm going to set that aside. Then I'm going to take my other coordinating paper, whatever kind of goes with it, and we're only going to need 2 inches by 5 1/4. So I'm going to cut 2 inches. And I'm going to use this side. It has a little more pink and that pretty orange there. And I'm going to use 5 1/4. And that's going to be my other coordinating piece. So next I'm going to need some coordinating cardstock. Now you could use the same color cardstock and just stamp on it. There's a lot of fun ways to do it. I'm actually going to use Daffodil Delight, since that's part of the designer paper. And I'm going to just do 2 inches by 5 1/4 inches, and then a 2 1/2 by 2 1/2 here. So I'll start with I'm going to start with the largest one, that 2 1/2. Start with the largest dimension, because then I can always cut the other part down. So 2 1/2 by 2 1/2. And that's going to give me a nice square here. for my sentiment. You can make this a rectangle instead. You aren't stuck with a square. So this size can change depending on how large your sentiment is. I'm just going to use a smaller sentiment so it'll fit fine on that 2.5 by 2.5. And then I need a 2 by 5 1/4. So 5 1/4 by 2 inches. There we go. And I'm going to save those scraps because I save all my scraps. You never know when you need some scraps. And I'll set that aside. And then we need some white. So the last step is to cut yourself some white coordinating paper. And in this case, we need 2 pieces of 2 1/4 by 2 1/4. So two and a quarter by 2 1/4. And one more 2 1/4. Okay, set those aside. And that's it. I've cut all my paper. So there is nothing else I need to do there except now I need to stamp. So I'm going to stamp on my 2 white pieces. Now again, if you have a stamp set you want to use to decorate your, this is kind of one of our inside pieces, you could do that as well to brighten it up, but we're not going to do that this time. We're going to leave it. We're going to let the designer paper be kind of the star of this card. So we're going to go ahead and use the stamp set Best Year. I love this stamp set. One of the reasons I love it is because there's paired sentiments here and they can mix and mingle. So whoever thought of this at Stampin' Up! Was genius. They were really thinking about what you could use together and maybe what you could separate. So warm wishes for a happy Christmas, right? Because it's a Best Year stamp set. So there's a whole variety for the whole year. There's a Christmas one. I love that. There's wishing you your best year yet. That can go with Christmas. That could go with a happy birthday. There's a Father's Day one. To the world, you are dad. To me, you are the world. Love that. There's just a simple hello and hey and hip hip hooray. So maybe a congratulations card. Beautiful thank you sentiments. So awesome card set. I feel like, our stamp set, I feel like this one is just very universal. The other thing that I love about it is if you get the bundle. Now the bundle comes with another die set that I think you can use for pretty much anything. Like you could coordinate this. It doesn't have to coordinate with this stamp set. It is awesome all on its own. And we've got a couple die sets like that right now that are out that are just awesome. This is plaid dies. Plaid. How cool is that? So when you use it, you've got your large plaid die, and this is going to give you that kind of plaid look. And then you can layer it with a solid color. So just like it would look on a plaid, you've got a solid, and then you've got maybe a different color. I was thinking blues and greens go together. Just a really, really cool stamp set. I love it. I've seen a couple cool ways or die set. I've seen a couple cool ways people have used this. They've actually tilted it and kind of cut on the bias. So part of the card maybe has the plaid showing. Some people have layered this with multicolors. So they use one color for the base, and then they use maybe 2 different colors for the outline here, and when they lay them on top of each other they kind of stagger them, and then they just cut out what they need. But it looks so cool, and it gives such a neat effect when you think about the plaid here. So awesome die set. Best plaid builder dies, so it gives you that plaid effect. And again, you can coordinate it with the Best Year stamps, or really it can coordinate as your background on any card. It doesn't have to necessarily pair with this stamp set. I can think of a bunch of cards where I would use this maybe instead of designer series paper. Shouldn't say that today because today is all about paper, but it's so cool. So that is the bundle that comes together. So definitely check that out if you're interested. But we're going to use Best Year stamp set. I'm going to go ahead and use Melon Mambo for our color today. I love this pink. It's such a beautiful, vibrant pink. So we're going to use that, and it coordinates so beautiful with this yellow. Just love that color. I think we're going to do happy birthday card. We need more happy birthdays in our lives. And these are cling stamps, so you're going to get that awesome kind of sticky cling that works with any of your blocks I'm using. For this set, I'm going to use a D block. I find that D blocks pretty much you can use for kind of everything. So love that. So we're going to stamp an outside sentiment and an inside sentiment here. So I'm going to start with my inside sentiment, which is wishing you your best year yet. So that coordinates nicely with the happy birthday. I think that coordinates nicely actually with a couple of the different sentiments here. It'd be good for your Christmas one. It'd be good for just your hello. And make a nice New Year's card. All right, so I'm going to stamp that toward the top, which allows me a little bit of room to write or sign it. Oh, isn't that pretty? I love the calligraphy, the font that they use. I'm just using my chamois here and a stamp case that I keep that in. And then I'm just going to switch out to the happy birthday. Ink that up really good. And stamp that. And I'm going to stamp this kind of toward the top because I'm going to add some ribbon here. I got a little sideways. Look at that. If you don't love it the first time, turn it over and do it again. There we go. Right? Please tell me you do that too. Sometimes you just got to turn it over and try again. Line it up as best I can. It's really hard when there's a camera right here. And I can't lean over because y'all are going to see my top of my head. I want you to be able to see when I stamp. So sometimes it's a little harder with the camera. But now we're going to put it together. And I'll set those aside. And I'm just going to use my bone folder. All you're doing with your card base is you're taking that 8.5 by 5.5 and you're folding it in half. That's it. Then you're going to take the top piece and you're going to fold it backwards in half. So again, you don't have to score it, you just have to fold it. I like to use my bone folder just because it gives a nice crisp, clean line when I'm using it to open and close. So it just makes my life easier, but you don't have to have one to make it happen. I'm going to use our Stampin' Seal. This is our new adhesive. Look at this go! Woo woo! Okay. Okay, I got a little crazy with it there. Great adhesive. It sticks beautifully, but just know when it sticks, it sticks. So make sure it is right where you want it before you set it down. Okay. So we're going to put that piece on the inside of our card. Isn't that pretty? It's just fun. I don't know how they made this. It looks like maybe they took some brush strokes and some brush strokes sideways. I don't know. It's beautiful. I love this paper. And then we're going to take our daffodil. And again, with our daffodil, all we're going to do is get some adhesive on it. There we go. And we're going to set that right in the center piece. So we're going to set that between our two folds. Just line that up as best you can. There you go. See, those colors look so nice together. So you don't even see that piece until you open the card. And then on this front piece, we're going to put that gorgeous paper. And I'm gonna, how am I gonna do that? Yeah, I like it like that. Okay. And then I'm just gonna run some Stampin' Seal over it. So I was struggling with my Stampin' Seal. Now you can tell I'm not struggling at all. So the trick is, this is a new product for us. So this just came out in June. I love the hold you get. Frankly, it's way better than our snail adhesive, but I was really struggling with getting it out and being able to use it. The trick is the way you hold it. So you've just got to hold it differently. It's got to be more upright. When I use my snail, I use it sideways a lot. You just have to be a little more upright with your Stampin' Seal. And when you do that, it works great. As you can see today, I'm no problems at all. I am loving it. And it has a great hold to it. So you can use it on your embellishments and all of that. Now we do have Stampin' Seal Plus, and that Plus is an even stronger adhesive. So it's great for like our wood, any of our wood or metal embellishments. You even use it on your ribbon, or if you're trying to make like a box or some sort of gift bag, it's good to use because that's going to get moved and manipulated a lot more than maybe your card will. So Stampin' Seal Plus is the other one, and that's just a really strong adhesive that we have. Okay, so that's it. So we've put our card together. So pretty. So pretty. And now I'm going to put our bases together. So I'm going to use some of our, I'm actually going to use our white crinkle because I want you to see this technique here. So one of the cool things about this crinkle seam binding ribbon is it can be colored on with your Stampin' blends. So we do have a really pretty daffodil ruched ribbon that's available in the catalog that I think would look great with this card because we're using Daffodil Delight. It'd be beautiful. But I think I'm actually going to want some pinks on here. I'm going to want some bright pinks, like my Melon Mambo. So, let me see how well this is going to match. Oh, that's going to be perfect. Okay. So I'm actually grabbing our, the Melon Mambo is just new and I haven't had a chance to get those blends yet. So I'm actually going to grab our Magenta Madness. And you can see it's this beautiful bright pink. And the darker Magenta Madness will actually go kind of nicely with this Melon Mambo. So I'm going to use that one. And I'm just going to wrap the ribbon around so I can see kind of how much I need. So I'm going to use it for a bow. And then I'm going to cut that off. So if I made a bow here, and a little extra, there we go. I'm just eyeballing it. I could probably do the math and figure it out, but for now, we'll just eyeball it. And I am going to color right on this ribbon. I know, how cool is that? You can color on your ribbon. Look at that. It absorbs it beautifully. Woohoo! And now I have completely changed the look of this ribbon. It still has that gorgeous crinkle effect in it, but now I have got a dark, bright pink color to my ribbon. And it does dry pretty quickly, but if you're using your fingers to move it, it will get a little bit on your fingers. So just consider that. I usually use my bone folder or some scissors or something to hold it. Okay, I'm gonna let it dry for a second. How pretty is that? And now you have completely changed the look of your ribbon. It's gorgeous. How fun. So if you haven't done that before, our white, this is what it looks like here. It's Whisper White, and it's the crinkled seam binding ribbon. It is awesome for this because it absorbs that alcohol marker so well. And then you've essentially given yourself, in one roll of ribbon, and however many Stampin' blends you have, you've essentially given yourself an unlimited number of colors that all coordinate. Love it. So we're going to use this happy birthday to you for the sentiment on the outside of our card. So that's what I'm going to wrap the ribbon around. And I'm just making a bow here. Well, maybe I'm making a bow. Let's see. I might have to pull my tweezers out to help me. In fact, I should do that. I should show you how to do that. So you can get yourself any of these tweezers that actually are already closed, and then they kind of use a pressure to open. And if you do that, then when you're doing your bows, you have a little more control over the tightness of how your bow stays on your paper, and a little more control of kind of how your ribbon goes here, the shaping of your ribbon. And then you just pull it off. You kind of shape it the way you want it, but it's already nice and tight on your card base. So you've got a really nice tool there to help you with your ribbon. And we don't sell these. You can pick it up on Amazon or in your craft stores. You can find those. So, all right, I'm just gonna squish my bow over a little till it's centered. She's kind of giving me a hard time today. Come on, bow, cooperate. There we go. I'm gonna throw it in the back here and make it cooperate. There. Sometimes you just have to play with them a while till you get it the way you want it. But this particular ribbon is super easy to work with usually. It's just giving me a bad time today. All right, once I get my bow the way I want it, however that is, haha, that was my problem. There we go, now I love it. I'm gonna stamp and seal the back of that. Remember, I made my little boo-boo here, so we're just gonna go right over the top of that like it never happened. And we're gonna adhere that to the front of that yellow Daffodil Delight card that we cut out. All right, so there's our happy birthday to you. When you put it on your card, you want to make sure that you're only putting adhesive on the left side. So if you accidentally put some on the right side of the back, you're in trouble. Your card will stick together and you won't be able to get it apart. So what I do is I flip it toward me, and then I'm just going to put it on the left side, right? So only putting adhesive on the, I just stuck my finger down, on the left side. It's hard to see the adhesive with your Stampin' seal, so just double check that you've only got it on that left side there. I do. And then I'm going to set this down kind of centered on my card. There we go. Happy birthday to you. And on the inside, we're going to put wishing you your best year yet. Oops, I did it. There we go. And when I set that down, I'm going to try and line it up with where that is, and I'm just going to kind of use that as my guide because I don't want this to show. I want this to be the surprise on the inside of the card. All right, so you've folded it, you open it back up, and now you've got your wishing you your best year yet. So what do you think? Do you like the colors? I love the idea of being able to change your ribbon color and make that whatever you want it to be. So it makes for a very fun card. Again, our designer series paper, our paper packs have been extended. So if you are looking to get your hands on all this gorgeous paper, the best way to do that is $40, and you get a quarter pack of every single one of the 10 new designer series papers. So let me know if you're interested. I'll make sure and post that online as well. And then our awesome monthly special, that $50, spend $50, get $5 in August to spend. And you can spend that on the new mini catalog in August. I'm telling you, I can't wait to share with you all the awesome holiday offerings that we're going to have in the new mini catalog. It is amazing. I have post-it noted like every single page. There's something I want. So it'll be a lot of fun. Lots of fun Christmas stuff coming up. And Halloween and fall and all that good stuff. So hopefully you're enjoying this. If you are making cards this weekend, post them online. I'd love to see your creations. I'd love to see what you're coming up with and all the awesome projects you've been doing. So here's a couple other samples of some of the same Z-Fold Designer Series paper cards. Just made that today. Look, and I used that purple posy to color that, so it's really subtle, but it's so pretty. And it matches beautifully. And then I used the Daffodil Delight ruched ribbon on our last card that I made, that Hip Hip Hooray, and this I made in Create and Connect today. So if you want to be part of that group, definitely let me know. I'd love to have you join us. All right, guys, well, thank you. If you have any questions about the newsletter or July or anything going on, please let me know. My next lives will be on next week, starting Wednesdays and Fridays again. So Wednesday night at 7, Fridays at 4, and I will see you next week. Have a wonderful 4th of July. Happy Independence Day. Bye, everyone.